My childhood era was on the GameCube, and I'm still so thankful for that. The GameCube is home to one of Nintendo's best libraries, honestly, only second maybe to the Switch, and that's debatable. You got the best Paper Mario, Pikmin 1 and 2, Metroid Prime, Sunshine, and Sonic Mega Collection, released in 2002 as a compilation of Sonic's Genesis classics. This was the first Sonic game I ever played, and one of the first games I ever played ever, and it's still why I love the franchise to this day. Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles all still stand the test of time. Oddly, this collection is missing Sonic's CD, despite its intro animation appearing in the extra section. Supposedly, there was some kind of storage space issue, so instead we got other games. Jokes aside, this collection is genuinely really good. I still remember spending hours in the extra section just looking at the Archie comics. Did I know what the Archie comics were? No, but my childhood brain just didn't care. But regardless, this game is also where I fell in love with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine released in 1993, but is actually a remake of Puyo-Puyo from 1991. Sega feared the game wouldn't sell well in the West because of its anime art style and different puzzle gameplay, so they decided to brand the Western release of the game with Sonic the Hedgehog characters. Kinda. Snoopingers! All of the characters were taken from the American cartoon Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which bears little resemblance to the games. I mean, you still got everyone's favorite Sonic characters, Dynamite and Squeal. Regardless, this game holds a pretty special place in my heart. I also own the game in many different ways. My favorite besides Mega Collection was one of those plug-and-play collections you could buy in like any dollar store back then. These things were notorious for I remember as a kid, I couldn't get past the first few levels of the game at all. I used to just stack up the beans like I was playing Tetris. And did I mention that I didn't know how to play Tetris either? The gimmick of Mean Bean Machine is that you play against a CPU opponent and your goal is to make them lose. To do this, you gotta stack the Poyos up based on color to pull off some crazy chain combos. Hitting these combos drops bad beans on their side that can't be added to any color combination, effectively ruining their chance of comboing you. This is something I had to learn the hard way, but somehow I did. Somewhere between like 10 or 12 years old, I finally beat the game, and I think it gassed me up a little too much. Getting older, the game was one that I would come back to frequently, and one I would brag to other people about when any other puzzle game was brought up. Like I said, I was never good at Tetris or anything like that, but Mean Bean Machine was my thing. I could easily beat the game in like a half hour, only losing a couple times, and anyone who played against me, I always won. Probably because they never played the game before that, but still it built up my confidence that I had to be the best. Eventually, I did get some competition in the form of my younger brother. When he started playing it, it reignited my spark for the game. Obviously, I had to step in and teach him, the pro I am, but legitimately, it was such a good time. It was like seeing myself again at that age, just having a blast. Through the training, he became the only person who can play competitively against me. Of course, I saw this as just another sign of my greatness. Not only was I great at the game, I taught someone else. That must mean I'm good. But then, last year happened. I got Puyo-Puyo Champions on sale for $5 on the Switch. Puyo-Puyo Champions released in 2018 for the Nintendo Switch before being ported to other consoles. This game has different modes, including some single-player options, but is mainly for competitive online play. The first thing I noticed while playing is that this game uses the rule set from Puyo-Puyo 2. Huh? I did not know this existed, but the main difference is that under these rules, if you match the combo of your opponent, you can send their beans back and more. Still, I was confident in my skills, I grew up with the game. Sure, I never looked further to optimize my combos or anything like that, but I had lived experience. I played the game since I was a kid. There was no way that I could be that bad. The people on this game are just insane! I mean, I understand that only the best people left playing a game from 2018 exclusively on the Nintendo Switch, but this is crazy! Practically every match I saw my opponent using every single bean to deliver devastating combos I only wish I could get out. You see, when I play the game, I just do a simple setup and I kind of stack all my stuff on the left, and then I stack all my extras on the right, but these people use every single bean. This revelation of how far behind I really was astounding. Even when I managed to win, I didn't. In the end, I did get a couple wins, and by a couple, I literally mean it. Even though I was dethroned from one of the only games I thought I was good competitively at, I thought that maybe I could take a lesson out of all of this. But more importantly, that I thought it would make a good YouTube video over 2 years later. If you made it to the end of this story, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it.